Hey guys, it's me, and I'm back for another episode of Library Run. And as usual, I'm gonna show you some music that I picked up from my local library. As I said before, it's a great way of discovering new music. And today I got 4 CDs and 1 DVD to show you. So let's go ahead and check it out. Okay, so the first CD that I picked up at the library is this one. This is Interpol with El Pintor, or the painter in Spanish. And this one is from 2014 from Matador Records. And I believe this is the latest studio album by the band Interpol. And Interpol is really a band that I've been aware of for a long time. I've listened to some of their songs. I've always liked them, but I never got a chance to listen to a full-length album by them. So of course I was very excited to see El Pintor over here at my local library. And for some reason I always thought that this band was British, because I think it's because of their traditional kind of Brit pop kind of sound. But I just recently found out that they actually, most of the members are from New York City, and the lead singer, of course, is from England. But anyways, El Pintor is a fantastic album. I really enjoy listening to this one. It's just a great alternative rock album, and it's really everything that you would expect from a new Interpol album. Great guitars, excellent songwriting, amazing vocals, and it's just there's no, I didn't find a bad song in El Pintor really. And actually, let's go ahead and listen to a short clip from one of the songs from El Pintor. This is the song that opens the album. This one is All the Rage Back Home. Let's check it out. Okay, so the next CD that I picked up from the library is actually a classic album, and I'm sure almost everyone in the VC will recognize this one. This is Led Zeppelin with Led Zeppelin 3. And this one is from 1970 on Atlantic Records. And this is not the original version of the CD. This is actually the reissue that came out last year in 2014, also on Atlantic Records. And I remember last year a lot of people in the VC were showing in videos the reissue on vinyl of this album. It looks really cool. This is just the standard edition of the CD. This one did not come with the extra tracks or anything. It's just the album by itself. But anyways, I don't have that much Led Zeppelin in my collection, so I was very happy to see this one in the library. And as far as the packaging, this is just like I said, the standard version of the album or the CD. And in the library they take away all the packaging, but it looks like they kept the original version of the cover, like with the holes in it. And it also came with a little booklet from the reissue with pictures of the band inside. So it's a really cool reissue. And as far as the music, what can be said about this album? A classic rock album, excellent songs like traditional classic songs like "Immigrant Song." Actually, this album has one of my favorite Led Zeppelin songs ever, which is "Gallows Pole." And I also really enjoyed the acoustic song at the end, which is called "Bron Y Or." I don't really know how to pronounce it. "Bron Y Or Stomp." Really cool acoustic song. And again, this is Led Zeppelin with Led Zeppelin 3. Again, very happy to find it in the library. Okay, next I picked up a more recent release. This is the newest album by the indie rock band from Texas. This is Spoon with They Want My Soul. And this one is from last year, again from 2014, on Loma Vista Records. Now, pretty much throughout last year, I've been wanting to check out this album because I've been seeing it in record stores, I've been listening to them in the radio a lot, and I've always liked Spoon. I just never got a chance again of listening to the full album, and I was very happy to find it in the library, of course, because this is an amazing indie rock album. This album rocks. If you are into indie rock, alternative rock, there's no way that you cannot like this album. It's almost perfect. I would say that it doesn't have bad songs, and it just flows really well from beginning to end. Great guitars, great vocals, an amazing album by Spoon. Out of all the music that I got in the library, I think this is the one that I like the most. And I'm definitely gonna try to look for it in at least on vinyl or maybe CD, who knows. So I'm gonna try to find this one to add it to my collection. Actually, let's go ahead and listen to a short clip from this album by Spoon. This song is called Knock Knock Knock. Let's check it out.
And the scenes get rearranged, and words are said.
Okay, so the next CD that I picked up at the library is also from 2014, and it is actually the solo project by the lead singer of the Yeah Yeah Yeahs, and of course I'm talking by the great Karen O, with Crush Songs from, like I said, from 2014 on Cult Records. And I was very curious about this album because I've been a fan of the Yeah Yeah Yeahs for a long time, but I never got a chance to listen to Karen O's solo work. And when I got this and I listened to it, I was very surprised because it's actually a collection of old songs from 2006 to 2010. And all of the songs are acoustic ballads with Karen singing and with a guitar, and that's it. And it is also a very lo-fi album. It doesn't sound like it was recorded at a professional studio. It actually sounds like it was recorded at someone's house, really. But it's not bad. It actually makes it sound a little bit more personal, I think. But if you're trying to get this or you're looking for this, don't expect something as produced or as professionally sounding like the Yeah Yeah Yeahs album or something like that. But like I said, it's a very personal album by her, all ballads, acoustic ballads, and I did like it. It's a cool album, has a lot of sweet songs. Some of the songs were just okay, but there's a lot of good songs in here in Crush Songs. Let's actually go ahead and listen to a short clip from one of the songs from Crush Songs. This one is called Body.
So make it right for yourself. If you love somebody, anybody, take the time for yourself. Read it in their eyes.
And of course that was the one and only Karen O with the song Body from her album Crush Songs. And I really think that Karen O has probably one of the best voices in rock and roll right now. A terrific singer and a cool album, Crush Songs. Okay, so finally the last item that I have to show you today is not a CD, it's actually a DVD. And it is by the Talking Heads. And this one is called Chronology. And this one is from 2011 on Eagle Vision Productions. There's the back. And this is basically a compilation of live recordings by the Talking Heads from between 1975 all the way to 2002, when they were inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And like the title says, it's basically it gives you a chronology of the band from when they were getting started in the early or the mid 70s all the way to 2002. And you can hear, if you're new into listening to the Talking Heads, it's really good because it gives you really everything that you need to know about them, from them playing in a small small venue like CBGBs when they were just getting started, all the way to playing into big outdoor arenas or outdoor festivals like Ozfest. And I was also very happy to see how influential this band was over punk bands in the 80s. Because I hear songs like I'm Not in Love, and I hear a lot of their influence over bands like the Minutemen. And I hear a song like Psycho Killer, and I also hear like a lot of influence over all these indie or punk bands back in the 80s and 90s. So it was really cool to hear. And also, I initially thought that the sound quality on the early recordings was going to be just crap because they were in these very small venues. But I was very surprised and happy to see that, or to hear that the sound quality is actually excellent. You can hear everything really well. Again, this is the Talking Heads with Chronology. And one thing to highlight from here is probably the songs that I mentioned before, I'm Not in Love, Psycho Killer, also Life During Wartime from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame was really cool. And also Psycho Killer has an intro, a brief intro from Seymour Stein, which is the guy that basically discovered the Talking Heads as well as the Ramones back in the 70s. Actually, let's go ahead and check out a short clip from Chronology.
Be respected someday, but I don't need love. There'll come a day when we won't need love. I believe that we don't need love.
I felt myself just moving more and more till I was inside the door, and I was riveted.
Think I'm the best. Skirt tight, don't like that style. Don't criticize what I know is worthwhile. Psycho killer, qu'est-ce que c'est? Fa, 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 better. Run, 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 run away. Psycho killer, qu'est-ce que c'est?
So yeah, that was a short clip from the Talking Heads with Chronology, and here's the DVD in case you need to, in case you want to check it out. It's really a great way to get introduced to the Talking Heads because I'm fairly new at listening to them. I really haven't listened to that much of them in the past, and it really gives you all you need to know about them. And here's the booklet, comes with a few pictures and some information about the recordings. So it's a very cool DVD. And as far as the bonus materials, it does come with a full show from South Bank from 1979. It's about a half an hour show. And it also comes with an interview and some commentaries by David Byrne and the rest of the band. So really cool DVD, The Talking Heads with Chronology. And that's about it that I have to show you for this library run. I know that I haven't been very active at making videos, but hopefully I will start making some more videos in the near future. Again, VC, thanks for watching and take care. Bye-bye.